Welcome, young explorers and dreamers, to the wondrous world of traveling storyteller legends. Pack your bags and fasten your seatbelts as we journey across the globe, uncovering magical stories and legendary adventures from every corner of the earth. From the bustling cities to the serene countryside, and from the highest mountains to the deepest seas, our tales will transport you to places beyond your wildest imagination. So, are you ready to explore new horizons, meet fascinating characters, and create unforgettable memories? Join us on this exciting adventure, because every story is an adventure waiting to be discovered. This is Traveling Storyteller Legends, where every journey becomes a legend.
Honey, have you ever just looked at a mountain and thought, wow, you're a sight to behold, I'd love to climb you? Well, the Great Smoky Mountains are practically begging for a good climb. They just sit there, all covered in mist and mystery, whispering stories of adventure and amazing beauty. And trust me, sweeties, these mountains are the perfect getaway for the whole family, even if your family is just you and a bottle of champagne. Now listen up, you adventurous souls. Did you know that there are over 800 miles of hiking trails in these mountains? 800 miles! That's like walking from London to Milan. In awesome hiking boots, of course. Whether you like a relaxing walk through wildflower meadows or a tough climb to a mountaintop, there's a trail here with your name on it. Just imagine, honey, you, me, and a map that looks a lot like a spider's web. We'd be like those really stylish explorers from the 1920s, but with better hats and less chance of getting sick. Of course, we wouldn't actually get lost, because we'd have our trusty smartphones, and maybe even a very handsome park ranger to guide us. Now, if you're looking for a hike that's simply amazing, then, honey, let me tell you about the Alum Cave Trail. It's a 4.4-mile round-trip hike that will take you past stunning views and cool geological features. Just imagine, cliffs towering above you like something out of a scary novel, and these amazing rock formations that look like they were sculpted by a really famous artist. And the views from the top, sweetie, are simply breathtaking. You can see for miles and miles, over rolling hills and valleys painted in every shade of green you can imagine. It's enough to make you want to sing a happy song about the mountains. Now I know what you're thinking, honey. What about the little ones? Surely they can't handle all that strenuous hiking. Well, don't worry, my dear, because the Great Smoky Mountains have something for everyone, even the littlest adventurers. The Laurel Falls Trail is a family favorite, a gentle 2.6-mile round-trip hike that leads you to a really pretty 80-foot waterfall. Just imagine the look on the children's faces as they see that cascading water for the first time. And the sound, darling, the sound of that water crashing over the rocks, it's like nature's own orchestra. Now, after a long day of hiking and exploring, you're going to need a place to rest your tired head. And what could be more delightful than spending a night under the stars in the middle of the Great Smoky Mountains? Honey, Elkmont Campground is the place to be. It's a popular campground with everything you could possibly need, from flush toilets, yes honey, flush toilets, to fire rings for roasting marshmallows. Just imagine, you, me, a crackling fire, and a sky full of twinkling stars. We could sip wine, tell stories, and pretend we're starring in our own famous movie. Now, if you want to see the park from a different view, honey, then why not take a relaxing canoe trip on Fontana Lake? Imagine gliding across the water, surrounded by those majestic mountains, the sun warming your face, and not a worry in the world. You might even see some of the local wildlife, like deer coming down to the water's edge for a drink, or maybe even a bald eagle soaring overhead. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you could even try fishing. Who knows, you might just catch dinner. Speaking of fishing, honey, the Great Smoky Mountains are a dream come true for fishing lovers. With over 2,100 miles of streams full of trout, bass, and catfish, you're almost guaranteed to catch a fish. One of the best spots is Little River, a beautiful, clear stream that winds its way through the park. Just imagine, honey, sitting on the bank, listening to the gentle sound of the water, and reeling in a prize-winning trout. Of course, you'll need a fishing license, but that's a small price to pay for a day of peace and quiet. Now, honey, if you're anything like me, you simply adore animals. And the Great Smoky Mountains are full of them. From black bears and deer to elk and bobcats, you never know what you might see around the next bend. One of the best places for seeing wildlife is Cades Cove, a beautiful valley that's home to a wide variety of animals. Just imagine driving along the loop road and spotting a family of black bears searching for berries, or a herd of deer grazing peacefully in a meadow. It's like stepping into your own personal Disney movie, only without the singing animals, probably. Now, after a day of exploring, you're bound to be hungry. And honey, the Great Smoky Mountains do not disappoint when it comes to places to eat. From small cafes serving up hearty southern food to fancy restaurants with amazing views, there's something for everyone. If you're looking for a truly authentic experience, you simply must try the Applewood Farmhouse restaurant. Their fried chicken is legendary, and their apple fritters are incredible. And if you're in the mood for something a little more fancy, the Peddler Steakhouse offers stunning views of the Little Pigeon River and a menu that will make you hungry. Now, after all that eating, hiking, and wildlife watching, you're going to need a comfortable place to rest your tired head. And the Great Smoky Mountains have lots of places to stay, whether you like a simple cabin in the woods, a cozy bed and breakfast, or a fancy lodge with everything you need. One place that's simply divine is the lodge at Buckberry Creek. Nestled in the heart of the mountains, it offers breathtaking views, fancy rooms, and a spa that will make you feel totally pampered. Just imagine soaking in a hot tub under the stars, a glass of champagne in hand, and the gentle sounds of the forest all around you. Pure bliss. Now, for the true adventurers, honey, there's always the option of staying in a backcountry shelter. These simple shelters are located throughout the park and offer a more real experience with nature. You'll need to hike in to reach them, but it's worth it. Just imagine falling asleep to the sound of crickets chirping and waking up to the sun rising over the mountains. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you've gone back home. Now, if you prefer to experience the beauty of the Great Smoky Mountains from your car, then you're in luck. There are so many scenic drives that will take you through some of the most stunning scenery you can imagine. One of the most popular is the Newfound Gap Road, a winding mountain road that offers amazing views of the park. Just imagine driving along this famous road, the windows down, the wind in your hair, and the sun making long shadows across the mountains. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you've gotten where you're going. Now, if you really want to enjoy your visit to the Great Smoky Mountains, I highly recommend going to some of the ranger-led programs. These programs are a great way to learn about the park's history, plants and animals, and wildlife. And for the little ones, there are all sorts of fun and educational activities, from guided hikes to junior ranger programs. Just imagine your little ones earning their very own junior ranger badges. They'll be the envy of all their friends back home. So there you have it, a quick tour of the Great Smoky Mountains. From hiking and fishing to wildlife watching and dining, this park has something for everyone. Remember, adventures are best when shared, so be sure to like, subscribe, and tell all your friends who love adventure. The Smokies await, my dears. Pack your bags, grab your loved ones, and get ready for an amazing experience. And don't forget to check out the links in the description for more information on planning your trip. Until next time, stay adventurous.